Hey, what's up, trombone players? Let's learn Samba La Bamba by William Owens. Hey, and don't forget to slow down the video when you're listening if you have particular sections you need to work through. And if you hang around after the playthrough, I'll go over some tips and tricks on how to make this thing sound as good as possible. Here we go. All right, folks, so pretty cool song. We drop in at forte right off the bat. Da, 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 da. As us as trombone players, that doesn't mean we get to play as loud as we want. It just means we have to play within the confines of the ensemble and the space we're in. So if the band director is saying more, great, you can play a little louder. But don't overplay this. You don't want to sound blatty or you don't want to sound harsh. It needs to sound beautiful, even at the upper dynamic ranges. Get 2 measures off right after that. The main crux of the song that's tough is you have to get from 1 to 6 a lot. There's a lot of 1 and 6 motion. And so when I was practicing it and working on it for this recording, I found that I had to really work to get that 6th position to come out in the way that I heard it in my head. And I wasn't always perfect on it. So when you're practicing this in your band class and your rehearsal time, be sure that you take your time to work out 1 to 6 and really get that arm extension out. If you're using a trigger, make sure that you use your ears to make sure that that trigger is helping you play in tune. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Don't forget about our crescendo. Bum, 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 bum. Now, I treated this measure 9 not as a mezzo forte. I treated it as a mezzo piano. I played it pretty soft because I wanted there to be some difference between measure 9 the first time and measure 9 the second time. That's what this little dash implies here. First time mezzo forte, second time forte. I treated it more like first time mezzo piano, second time mezzo forte, because this is the bass line and you're going to have a lot of people in your ensemble who are playing this with you and you don't want it to sound blatty or bad. You probably have a tuba, maybe a baritone, other instruments that will help you out in getting this done. So use your forces and combine them to make a good, rich sound, not a harsh, overblown sound. Right here, we have the bum, 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 bum. Make sure you hear that in your head. Practice it, sing it, make it make sense to you orally so that when you go to play it, you don't miss the slide position and you don't miss it with your face. First ending, which means we're about to repeat and go back to measure 9. Bum, 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 bum. I would say crescendo from this quarter note in the first ending all the way through the end till you get to measure 9. So from here to here, crescendo on that spot so that when you get to measure 9, it doesn't sound out of the blue. You just flip the switch and all of a sudden it's louder. We don't really want that usually in music. So use that opportunity from the first ending to grow louder. Again, like I said, the second time you're going to play ever so slightly louder. Second ending, we've got a little bit different ending. It's easier, you don't have to actually change slide positions after the C. Bum, 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 bum. Do take a big breath before measure 19 and have yourself ready because this is our time to shine. We've got a break here where it's all about the low brass, all about that bass. Bum, 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 bum. Hear those notes, make sure they are terrific, make sure they're planned and you've worked on them. Measure 26 when we have the 8th notes, da, da, da. That's a low end on the instrument. You want to make sure you put your tongue a little bit farther forward in the mouth So instead of tonguing right on the red of the upper hard palate of the mouth, like there, you want to actually be a little bit further forward. Da, 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 da. Almost like it's through the teeth, but maybe a smidgen behind it. We never want to tell people play between your teeth, right? If you can manage it, though, try going a little bit farther forward with that tongue. It will help you get those notes to be more separated. Da, da, da. I find that I have to angle my mouthpiece a little bit differently too on my face so that I can get enough resonance on those eighth notes so they're separated. And the reason why I say all this is because you don't want it to sound like na na na, la la la. It's da da da, ch ch ch, like a maraca shaker. All right, measure 27 is a repeat of the things we've done before. Really nothing new here to talk about in terms of hard stuff. The main thing that I would say, and this is for your band director to decide, but I would say don't play 27 too loud. Play it like you did. Meet in the halfway point between mezzo piano and mezzo forte, like you did back at measure 9. So maybe not all the way the mezzo piano soft, but maybe not forte as well, because honestly, you want to be able to grow into measure 35 at the very end and have a nice big impact. The longer we go as musicians, the more control issues we have at upper dynamic levels. So if you're blasting at 27, then 35 is going to be bad. If you're almost maxed out at 27, then 35 is going to be bad. Manage yourself. Make sure that you're in control of your instrument and your tone quality. Same idea here on the end. Make sure those are articulated. Da, da, da. You want your whole band to sound like ch, ch, ch. All right. Hope that helps. If it did, like and subscribe. Drop me a comment about how terrible my trombone playing is. I promise I will let the comment through and heart it and say, yeah, told you. This is not meant to describe the best possible trombone sound. It's really for slide positions. It's really for you to get acclimated with the song. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know how your concert series are going and how your bands are developing their sounds. I'd love to hear from you. Love to see concert recordings. I'll let little links through. I'll test them out beforehand. Hopefully they're not spam and look at me a virus. All right, guys, have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.